let me introduce the name. It's Wadi the Crypto Hunter, he a legend in the game. Ain't no disability could ever hold him back. He's in the crypto world and he on the right track. Wadi the Crypto Hunter, yeah, he breaking all the chains. Disability, no limit, ain't no boundaries remain. Bitcoin, crypto, he could go insane. Conquer every challenge in the world of blockchain.
What is up? What is up, everyone? My name is Wadi the Crypto Hunter. How's everyone doing today? Well, I'm very excited to actually bring this project on board because, man, everything they got going on is pretty impressive. I see Love Thy Inc. in the house, LMK Land. I just call her LK. And everyone from Advantis, welcome. I am going to bring up Matt, the CEO. Let's give him a warm welcome. What's going on, Matt? How are you?
Hey there, everyone. How are you doing, Wadi?
Pretty good, sir. Let's bring up Chris, another team member. Welcome. What's going on, Chris?
Hello, guys. Fancy meeting you here.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man. I mean, we've been talking on Spaces for a good minute, and now we finally get to do an interview on YouTube. So, first thing I want you guys to do is introduce yourselves, a little bit of your background, and then we'll get into Advantis. How about that?
Sounds good to me. So who was want to go up first and talk about it? You want me to go first, Chris? All right. First and foremost, thanks for having us, Wadi. We appreciate you for taking the time and giving us the opportunity on your channel to talk about Advantis AI, what we do, and obviously who we are. But I also wanted to briefly mention that I really enjoy your content, actually. So I can't wait, to get this show on the road and have some fun in this live stream. I see many familiar faces already. How's everyone doing? Now, for all the Advantians, since I'm talking about you watching this live stream right now, or perhaps you catch this in a replay, which is fine too. Either way, make sure to give Wadi a follow or subscribe to his channel, because we would love to return the favor, obviously. But I'll briefly introduce myself. My name is Matt Morter. I am the founder and CEO of Advantis AI. But honestly, you can completely forget these titles because what it comes down to is that our entire team in Advantis AI is one oiled machine. And without them or our mods or even our community, we would not be the same company or token. Now, I've been engaged in cryptocurrencies since late 2012, early 2013, when I was still a graduate student in IT. And in that environment, Bitcoin, was truly all the talk back then. And as, any kind of new technology was, honestly. But Bitcoin really intrigued me to look deeper into this particular technology, which eventually led to my first purchase of a single Bitcoin through an exchange called Mt. Gox for about $25. And there's always been a passion, for this industry ever since. And years later, this passion also pushed me into becoming a content creator, much like yourself, Wadi, to educate and talk about various projects in the DeFi space. And that turned into becoming a developer in DeFi. Now, fast forward to today. We are a registered company in Amsterdam called Advantis AI. We have a token on Ethereum blockchain, and I'm surrounded by an incredible team and our beloved community with the mission to empower everyday users in navigating the DeFi realm securely and with a lot more confidence using our products.
Nice. I mean, very impressive and also intriguing on how you went from content creator to becoming a developer, but we'll touch on that a little bit later. Chris, what's going on with you?
I'm Chris. Started off basically trading Forex, found cryptocurrencies probably about 3 years ago. Made a bit of money, lost a hell of a lot, got scammed a fair bit. Was in the project as a holder in Advantis back in the day when it was TARP, and then got taken on to be a moderator, then a lead moderator, and then here I am sat on AMA with Matt and yourself.
Okay, so guys, very curious question. Well, talk to me a bit about Advantis AI, and then I'll start asking some of the question because in my opinion, what you guys are building there, especially the contract reader, is
Mm.
a big help for everyone that's coming into the space.
Yeah, most definitely. When we started, believe it or not, artificial intelligence and contract scanners were not really seen together in the same room. There was truly only like one, maybe two scanners back then, which were token sniffer and the other one that I can't remember in this particular moment. But what they do is they provide database solutions, meaning they present you exactly what they find inside the contract in terms of raw code and display that to the end user. Now, this is a great way of finding problems inside the contract. But as time obviously passes by, so did the complexity and the way scammers use new ways to steal money from investors like yourself and myself or Chris or anyone in the chat. Now, I'm not going to lie, it's been quite a challenging process for our company. We faced some ups and downs throughout this journey. We've been around for 2 years, so it didn't come with ups and only ups or only downs. It's goes both ways. But eventually, we were able to give birth to our AI that we call Advantis AI, which is not only able to read code, analyze behaviors, but also process data differently. It is able to go much deeper into the details of a contract and deal with the highest complexity. Now, the reason for this is that our scanner doesn't display raw data. It shows a result of what the AI has calculated based on that data it gets. And the more people that really feed data into this AI by scanning contracts by using Advantis AI Outlook, the better and smarter it becomes. Much like the saying goes, I believe this was from Bruce Lee, if I'm not mistaken. Anyone can correct me if I'm wrong here. But I believe if you put 10,000 hours into a specific skill, you become an expert, right? Like 10,000 kicks, you become an expert in that kick, right? It's kind of similar how our AI works. Which is why we would love to ask anyone who is listening in to start using Advantis AI Outlook, which is completely free, and starting finding the great and the bad contracts. Share your experience on socials, and let's try our best to find the next 100x gem that obviously everyone is hunting for, and not fall victims to any scams. We currently boast, I would say, an accuracy rate of about 98%, but let's try and find that 2%. And with your help, we will be able to improve on all aspects in an accelerated way and truly, change that narrative. And I'm not going to talk about it right now, but we do have a surprise for you all a little bit later into the stream, but you will see. But that is basically the product offering that we have. And Chris, if you would like to add something to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Just on the 2%, guys, what the 2% is, the most important thing about the 2% is to report it. We want you, how many people who out of a product go, I want you to prove us wrong. I want you to find the 2%, report it on our feedback button, which is in the bottom right-hand corner of the headset. Report it as a misclassification by Outlook and report it there. The reason being is these small pieces of data set make us stronger. All the good contracts mean nothing to us. It's irrelevant. We want to know when we're wrong so we can make it better. And so please, please, please report anything that Outlook reports wrong.
So I do want to ask a quick question. So as far as the contract reader, does it actually read the contract even if it's on pre-sale, or does it have to be launched already in order for it to read it?
Do you mind if I take this one, Matt?
Go for it, Chris. I already saw you nodding.
So actually, this is only one of our products. We've actually got two products. One that you're probably not aware of. It's not something we advertise heavily because it's going to change a lot in the near to future with our unification. We actually have a Discord bot which can scan contracts pre-launch. Unfortunately, Outlook hasn't got that ability yet, but is something coming in the future. It's definitely in the pipeline. It's just taking a little bit of work to figure out how we're going to implement it and what the best use case for it is and when. But it's definitely something that will be coming to Outlook, but we've currently got it covered because we've got the scanner on Discord as well.
Okay, cool. Now the reason why I ask is because I use a couple of contract readers and I have them attached on my Telegram. But this is the funny thing. I cannot read any contract unless it's actually out in the market.
Do you have a Discord, Wadi?
Huh? Yes,
Do you have a Discord? We'll give you the bot. You can have our bot.
Appreciate it.
And that can.
Yeah. No, it's actually funny because I met Chris on 2-Bit Space. Shout out to 2-Bit Crypto. and he just told me, "Hey, do you want to check out our project? We'll give you a month passes, and if you like it, all I want you to do is give us your feedback." Now, this is the funny thing. My feedback is that I was so impressed that I had to bring them on here today, because literally it is impressive in my opinion. Um Other than that, like I said, I want the world to know about Advantis AI, because it is important, especially when you're coming new into the crypto space, that you have no type of guidance. And me myself, I'm pretty sure you guys also fell into one or two honeypots, rug pools, all those things. I feel like this is what Advantis AI is going to prevent in the future.
That's the exact mission. If it put it this way, if Advantis AI saves some new investors, at the end of the day, we're being a bit selfish. The reason why Advantis AI is the way it is to make it as easy for new adopters, because we're not stupid. What we realize
Yeah.
is mass adoption's massively important, and if we can get them onto our product early, then they'll utilize it for their entire crypto career. Like crypto trading. It's that thing where you positioning ourselves as an easy to use resource, which doesn't take loads of education within the space and understanding code and understanding what this, that, and the other is. And anything that is a bit more complex, if you go onto Outlook, there's always more information. You can always click an eye, and this will evolve with time as well. There's plans to make it even more first-time user-friendly. It just comes down to time and money at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, very true.
1 second, guys. I'm trying to keep up with everyone. So LK asks, how do we report if we find a mistake? And the other one was, your Discord bot is DeFi data, correct?
The DeFi data, we do not, as far as I'm aware, the bot doesn't use DeFi APIs, but Outlook does. We use the APIs from DeFi to feed it. We use their data. We pull their data. It's what their APIs are designed for. We pay for that service. We pay them to use their data set, and then what we do is we put it into our machine learning model, and then we get our results. We're not hiding from that fact whatsoever. No. We do use DeFi.
And to the question from LKM Land, how's it going, Louise? Hi there, by the way. How do you report if we find a mistake? If you take a look on the website, Wadi, and at the bottom, you'll see a little headset button displayed in the middle.
Oh, yes,
right
here.
If you click on that, it'll open a new box, which, you can report a bug, you can report a misclassification, anything that, is in that list you can use to, let us know that something might be off, maybe some, scores that are off or anything of the likes, and let us know, and we will happily adjust it.
That misclassification, I can't say that word. Misclassification is the most important one, guys. Is the most important ones. Please prove us wrong. Find things that we do wrong.
Yes.
So, okay, another question from my friend John Crispala. What is the Discord bot and where can we get it?
Just look on our website.
Correct. Yes. If you go to Advantis AI, there will be a link there with our products, and you can install the Discord bot straight off of our website. And when it comes to what it actually is, it's basically a version of Advantis AI Outlook, kind of in a sense, which displays data and gives you an insight into contracts on the ETH, BSC, Polygon, and Arbitrum smart chains.
Okay. Well, there you go. And if anything, since I'm gonna get to Tester John, I'll definitely give you the info. How come on Discord scan your result are words or words copy of DeFi?
I might misspoke. We might use DeFi APIs on that. As I say, it's not going through the machine learning model yet of Outlook. Isn't it a bit Discord bot? If you read our roadmap, it is on there that we will do unification, and then it will do exactly the same. That unification means that every single one of our products will display the same information, maybe in a different format because of the platform, but it is something that we're looking into doing, unifying everything across the board.
Yeah, I want to dive a little bit deeper into that actually. So for the people listening in and seeing all these products, we have the Discord bot and we have Advantis AI Outlook. Currently, they are two separate products providing results. Obviously, now Advantis AI Outlook is powered by our artificial intelligence and processing that data, etc., and doing its own thing in that sense. And this is also why on the roadmap we have unification of all products, which means that we are building out, and I already saw it in the chat, I believe, an API which will have all that data inside one little, let's say, program for ease of sake, and then we can use that data and power all of our products simultaneously and have all the scans and results on the same level. So that's basically our next step in the roadmap, and this is something that we are looking out to do very fast.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. Now, this question is if it can solve contract, but I want to elaborate. Does it do every chain or just a specific chains?
You want to take that one, Chris? It's all good. I can take it though. It's all good. Yeah, you sure?
Go. Right. Don't you say anything.
So no, on Discord currently we scan multiple chains. We scan 4, as a matter of fact: Ethereum, BSC, Polygon, and Arbitrum. And on Outlook we scan Ethereum and BSC. Now, obviously, as anything, if you want to evolve and become better, you need to provide more features, but also more chains. And this is exactly what we are looking at. And Solana is definitely on our list of to do. So, we definitely have that in our vision, and I wanted to see what we can do with Solana in the near future. Is there something you would like to add, Chris?
I love Solana.
Okay.
Well, like, in general, it will be great future. Obviously, I'm not telling you guys rush into it now, but every chain, talking about Crows, Solana, you already got BNB. There's a new one, Optimism. If you guys later on in the future could put all the chains together, I think that would be the biggest problem solver for everyone.
There's a fundamental, well, there's a problem with that, and I'll be honest, and I'll air it to the product, to everybody. The way we do things isn't the cheapest way of doing it. It requires large, intensive machine learning models. It requires a lot of server space. We're partnered with AWS, so we do get preferential. So it's not something I'd be very surprised unless we get very, very lucky with some bits and pieces that we would house every single chain. What you'll probably find though is as things come into the top 5 or 10, they may get added over time, because each chain that gets added for us increases our overhead dramatically. Our monthly outgoings increase absolutely dramatically. And when you look at things like Solana and other things that are on a different language, effectively, these increase it further.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for complete transparency.
Yeah, and to add on to that, actually, if you think about it too, all these chains, that are out there, how great they are. Most of these chains, and especially, specifically smart contracts, because we do, we have a position within DeFi, right? So anything that has smart contracts is basically where we are positioned in. But most of these contracts are either on BSC, Ethereum, and maybe even Arbitrum, and now up and coming as well, in that sense, Solana. So, in that sense, yes, we could possibly add all chains, but it also comes down to time and money put into that.
The bot doesn't scrape any data.
Yeah, I'm trying to read this one. Both are using the same API. Matt, Discord bot was developed prior to Outlook and scraps data. Outlook uses both data and behavior for the AI trigger. Stage 3 would like to integrate the two into one.
Yeah, like Chris said, we don't scrape data with the bot. That's not how it works.
We can't do. We'd lose our AWS partnership if we scrape data. Simple as. We just can't be associated with things like that. We'd bad practices. It's all done by API, so it's information that's readily available, either for a fee or free.
Yeah. Well, one question that I wanted to ask you from the very beginning, which I should have asked, was how or why do you decided to come up with this idea?
That is a great question. This brings me back, and it's actually funny you mentioned that, Wadi, because I have a video coming up on that matter. It brings me back 2 years in time, because we started out as totally a rug pull TARP token on the BSC network, and this was together with Justin, Just Moonshot, and we came together because we, as you are, we were content creators, right? We love the industry, we love crypto, and we would like to contribute to that scene. Now, the way we did that is we came together, and eventually the idea was born to, create our own token and tie security and education into some sort of utility. And that's exactly where this product was born, this line of product, because it didn't start out with Advantis AI Outlook. This was later down the line. We started out with the TARP reader, which was being built by another development team. Now, unfortunately, due to a lot of unforeseen circumstances, development problems, and all of that stuff, it just basically came down to us finding a new team and, further developing that idea and eventually creating our AI into Advantis AI Outlook.
Okay. I mean, very interesting. And TARP, I think I heard of it before. Total rug pull?
Yes. The rug pull token that never rug pulls.
Got
That was
it,
the kind of the joke, the standing joke, right?
Okay, so all right. I mean, that pretty much sets that. Do you want to talk about the whole process, how you guys went from the migration and all of that?
Yeah, sure. You want to do that, Chris?
Yeah, no worries at all. So basically, totally a rug pull. It was a conversation in the community as well as the development team. They were getting basically hitting walls. People were looking at the name and just going, "Yeah, nice one, F off." So what they did is decided to rebrand. There was plenty of notice given. It was like 6 months, I think it was. I think it was around the June time, if memory serves, that they decided to announce it, that they're going to change the name and migrate to a different contract. It was decided that on that migration that we'd go from BSC to ETH. The reason being is at the time there was a lot of uncertainty around BSC with, was it CZ getting sanctioned again or something? Well, it turns out it's true, doesn't it? But hindsight's 2020.
Crazy.
So there was a lot of uncertainty around the BSC network, whether it was going to continue. They were getting heavy. SEC was going in on them hard. So we took the logical step to go to a safer chain.
Yes.
Airdrop happened. It was nearly flawless. There was an error, which for any developers who are listening, if you are ever airdropping and you're using BSC, it does not update their data. So if you have tokenomics, such as reflection, it does not update your data until you do a fresh transaction. It's something that nobody really realizes. So it meant that a small proportion, if say, for instance, somebody held from day one, they may not get airdropped their reflections. So what happened is we set a form up and basically everybody who got migrated from TARP to Advantis AI got their tokens.
Yeah.
It was all done out of pocket by the dev team at the time, which was Justin and Matt. They paid for it. Everybody's airdrop, and it was seamless. Honestly, anybody in the chat who says different, please do. But I don't know how you can possibly say that. So from there, what we did is we got into the team, got together as a team. It's when I was actually brought on to the team from being a lead moderator. It was about December last year. Was that right, Matt?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And then basically everything started. We bumped into the carrots. So for people who don't know, the carrot devs, we'll refer to them as the carrots, are somebody that were named by the community. It was a secretive development team that was hiding in the background and just building cool shit for us. And that's where Outlook was born. And then some absolute boffins in Decrypt and Cryptoverse came along with their brains that are the size of tanks and helped us build what we are today. And can I just say one thing? What you're seeing today is not true Outlook. It's not true Advantis. This is something that's been hamstrung by Porter. We'll make no mistake. This has been paid out of pocket since June. There's been no money coming into the project from anything. We've had a little bit of money from YouTube, from our beautiful community donating. We've also had money from pro subscriptions, which is very marginal. So this has been completely self-funded. Myself and 90% of the team. I think Matt's only taken 2,000. 2,000 you and Justin.
At the beginning of December 2021, yes, to give a gift to my wife.
Project. So we've been doing this. So Matt's been doing this for nearly 2 years for 2,000. I've done it for over, been a moderator about 18 months free of charge. I've not been paid anything. So So it's definitely a project of passion, but we can see the future and where this is this will go. You know, the sky's the limit, and I genuinely believe that. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I'm not naive. I'm not somebody who follows the trend. It's somebody who I see potential in something, and I invested I didn't have the finances to invest heavily in the back end development, but I had the time, so I sacrificed a hell of a lot of time to help do what we're doing now.
Yeah, I mean, so far I've been reading the comments from the community, and it seems that everyone is very satisfied with their job and the way you guys have been handling everything. What I do want to ask though is that what do you feel so far has been the biggest challenge working throughout this whole project?
You go first, Matt. I'll go second.
Yeah, can you ask that question again, Wadi, just to make sure that I get it right?
What do you feel has been the biggest challenge working on this project?
Oof. I would say time. Time is the enemy of, I believe, everyone when it comes to something when you have a passion for it, right? You want to give so much, but you can do only so little. And, you know, obviously there's a lot of things that we want to do because our passion for education and for, you know, help in this space become a lot more safer and enjoyable for everyone, you know, listening in. If you're just coming into DeFi, it can be kind of a hellish experience, right? And this is what we want to help with. So when it comes to the biggest challenge, I would definitely say time. You know, we've been in there for 2 years. We've had many ups, many downs. Chris mentioned this before we went live in the AMA, right, Wadi? We had like 57 million market cap, and now we are like at 1.3, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So we experienced everything. And going through that roller coaster, but also not having the ability to do everything that you want to do is kind of a challenge on its own. But we are definitely moving forward. We have a lot of great plans ahead of time. And I'm really excited about what the future holds. But that's definitely what one of the things I would say is the most challenging for us.
For me, it's the psychology of it. I'll be perfectly honest. I used to be a very hands-off trader. I used to be very clinical. So everything, Matt can testify to this. I'm a very procedural person. Everything has a place. Everything has an order that things are done and things like that. I was taken in psychologically with TAP. And then obviously when I came onto the team, it's just, it's an uphill battle some days, and then you're flying high, and then, the next day something happens, and it's constant up and roller coaster of emotions and psychology. Yeah. The strength and determination of Matt, will make it's difficult at times. It is very difficult, but time tells all, doesn't it? When you're still here, for Matt's case, after 2 years, you're still here with the stress, the ups and downs. It's testament to his character and his strength, to be fair. So I'd say that's definitely one of the hardest things that, as somebody on a team for a project.
Okay. Now I do see that you guys have a token too. By the way, everyone, this is their X account. I know it still says Twitter, but it's actually X at Advantis token. If you want to go find out any more information, this is the link tree, which has everything right here.
Thanks,
White paper, yes. Discord, Medium, YouTube. Jesus, you guys are in every social media.
Thank you, Alabama.
Discord, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Telegram, LinkedIn, Medium. Impressive. And OpenSea. You guys got NFT too?
Or yeah, actually we do. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
we got a couple of NFTs going way back to the TARP days. We had some player cards there. We had some other NFTs in between, from the contract when it was birthed to up till now. The Advantis Awakenings NFT, which basically enables you to get all these products that we offer, which most of them are free, but there's also paid versions, so you get those for free if you hold the NFT.
Sounds pretty cool, because my next question was, with the tokens, right? Because I also noticed you guys got a token.
Yes.
What plays the part with the token? Or better yet, let's say for example, you hold a certain amount of tokens, you have the ability to use certain services, or yeah, go ahead.
Shall I
Sure.
alley-oop you? I'll alley-oop you, Matt.
I
I'll let
actually
you
wanted to
start.
alley-oop you, Chris.
No, I'll alley-oop you.
Okay, go for it.
Can you just go on Advantis Outlook again, please, buddy?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Will you just go on Advantis Outlook, please, buddy?
Hold on.
Time for marbles. Marbles is fun, guys, by the way.
Marbles is so.
Do you play marbles on this stream, Waddy, from time to time?
You know what? I'll be honest with you. You guys are being totally transparent with me, so I'll be transparent with you. I used to. The only problem is that my computer, which I built myself a while back, is about 12, 13 years old. And the only thing I could do is just do this stream. I try to play any of my games, Marvel, you name it. All of a sudden, it starts acting weird. So,
Oh, too bad. We need to get Waddy a new computer, guys, so we can play marbles on the stream. But yeah, go with
Yeah,
your advanced outlook, Waddy.
that I will highly appreciate.
Come on now, guys. Let's
on,
look
guys,
at the
let's go.
pockets. A few bucks here and there, and get Waddy a new computer. Come on now. 13 years old. You are literally the epiphany of perseverance. Like, let's keep going. 13 years and on. I like that.
Yeah, it's actually hilarious because I was going to throw this one out, and I was gonna be like, man, let me see how I'm gonna get the new one. But I figure out, you know what? There was a new hard drive that came out, M2s,
Yes, M2
which
and
is a
NVMEs, yeah.
solid state hard drive. Yeah, and I said, you know what? Let me go insert the hard drive. Let me play with the BIOS, and let me install Windows 11. Boom, problem fixed, except for the gaming part. So, oh, we got Cuff in the
Yeah, shout out to Cuff. By the way, Cuff.
What up, Cuff?
Cuff's a partner with Advantis Ai too, with what they're doing with their NFT. Cuff is in this, love to see you, Cuff, and thank you for joining.
Oh, see, Cuff is my guy. I mean, I know him for a minute. Yeah, much respect for everything that he's been doing in the space. So definitely.
Yeah, shout out to Fly Club.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh man, I bought like a couple of the scratchers. I think that's
what they are. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for my 100K cough. Okay.
To answer your question about the tied to the token, so there's a couple of things. So on the scanner in Discord, soon, are we talking about that yet, Matt? About the thing that comes with the bot soon?
You know Discord what? Bot. Let's do it. I don't mind.
Okay. So at the moment, currently, if you hold 100 million tokens, you get access to the Pro Discord bot. In the not too far future, what will happen is so currently you can only do that in our Discord. In the not too distant future, Wallet Connect for that will be activated, and then you'll be able to, regardless what Discord you're on, if you hold 100 million tokens, you'll be able to access the Pro features on that platform. This may change, just so you're aware, guys. This may change in the not too far future when it gets brought in line with Outlook. And it'll become apparent in a bit. If you went on Advantis Outlook now, if you currently hold, I think it's 250 million, you get 25% off. Is that correct? You get 25% off the subscription cost. And then I'll hand it over to Matt.
So which one of the two, Chris, do you want me to announce? Because there's actually two announcements, isn't there?
I'll do the one that's related to this, and then we'll leave the last one till at the end, so people have to wait.
Okay, I hope I get the right one. So in case that's not the
the one that's in, yeah, I know what you like, Matt.
Okay, wait, hold on, guys. I'm going to interrupt you because, Cuff, this is a recording, bro. So If that thing don't come in a month or so, we're gonna have some issues.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go.
guys.
Get him his 100K. He needs a new computer.
Yeah.
So as for the announcement, again, Chris, if this is not the right order, and I apologize, but there's something that I'd love to share. The surprise that we were basically talking about is one of the two announcements we like to make to every single one of you watching right now, or in the replay. But today we wanted to really hone in on the fact that getting more data is important for our AI. Like I said, going from the 98% and having that 2% where we scan and our AI improves over time. So what we chose to do is we chose to do something about that, to help on that narrative. Advantis AI Outlook has two versions, right? The free version, that's completely free, and the pro version, which is a monthly subscription. Now, starting today, the 7th of December, we will open the doors completely to everyone out there to start using Advantis AI Outlook Pro 100% free until the end of this month, the 31st of December. Now, we opted to do this to give something back to the people in the DeFi scene, but also to be able to collectively experience Advantis AI Outlook Pro firsthand and feed the AI as much data as we possibly can. Now, to accompany that, I will also create a short video tomorrow, which Elke Emlyn asked me to do, by the way, to showcase how you find some of those scam contracts so you can start doing this too. Now, I don't want to take too much, of the spotlight here. Chris gave me that with this announcement, but I'll pass the word back to Chris so he can bring this one home. The floor is yours, Chris.
Yeah, so basically, again, I'm challenging you. I'm challenging everybody in the chat. I'm challenging everybody who goes on Outlook. Prove us wrong. Please do. It's so, I can't stress enough how important that 2% is. But it's not just important to find it, it's important to report it. We will, in future, this may be automated, but at the moment, it's something that we need manually do. We need to be proven wrong so we can learn from it. So please, please, please report anything that Outlook reports shows wrong. Everything gets looked at, everything gets categorized, everything gets put into works to get rectified. It's so important.
Okay, so me personally, I actually love the news. So how long you say? Because I was getting worried. I'm like, man, I'm only gonna be able to use this for 1 month, and I still got so many tokens that I'm going through.
Awesome.
Yes.
Wadi, you just alley-ooped me. Chris should have done that, but you did it better. so to add to what you just said, Wadi, what a great question. So what do I do with my Advantis tokens, right? Well, guess what? After the 31st of December, we will start allowing people to use their tokens as a holding, so you don't have to pay in tokens, okay? Just to put that out there. If you hold 500 million tokens or above, you will get free access to Advantis AI Outlook Pro.
Nice. I mean,
and Wadi, just message me, mate, and I'll get you access.
If you want free access, just message Chris. Go to the DM on Discord, flood him, okay, and just ask access, and he will get it for you.
You've got to pay with Topics.
Oh yeah, Topics.
Yeah, because it's like I said, like this is such an incredible tool. Like I enjoyed the I scan a couple of tokens that obviously I'm gonna talk about it on this stream, but what I'm saying is, man, if you could see all the red flags, you'd be like, why am I here? So that's exactly what I did with your contract reader. I went through a list of tokens that I had. I scanned each of them, and then I said, you know what? Let me sell while I still can. That's it.
Have you actually tried Advantis AI Outlook Pro before, Wadi?
The Pro version. I did try the Pro.
What did you think of it? Just a question. I actually didn't get to talk to you about that.
Guys, hello, you're here, right?
That's good enough.
One thing I will say though as well is it may show all green, but if the lock liquidity is red and there's no lock liquidity, please do research. If you go on to, can you just go onto the lock liquidity thing, Wadi? So do you know where it goes liquidity?
Yes, I know about liquidity.
If you click on the liquidity thing, if it shows red, there's a little button. Click on that. Make sure that it isn't locked in some obscure locker. If it shows red, it doesn't matter how good the contract is. The developer has access to all the funds in the liquidity. So we had it at the start of Outlook when people were like, "Oh, I got rugged from this product," and they were putting it in as part of the 2%. And when we look back through the transactions, there was never a lot of liquidity. So basically, what the dev was doing is just pulling the full liquidity out. And they went, Outlook showed green. Well, yeah, of course it did, because the contract was perfect, but there was no safety net for the investors in that contract.
Oh wow. You know, it's crazy because that was one thing I was looking at. And the main feature also, like in my opinion, the top holders, how many wallets had 10-20% of the supply, 50% of the supply, all those features. I was like, man, this is incredible. That's why I said I gotta get these guys on. At first I actually told Chris I was gonna do a simple video. You know, I said if I like the project, I am going to do a video. I'm gonna give you guys a shout out. Then as I kept on going through it, I said, you know what? Forget the video. I gotta get these guys on the EMA, and this is how you
That's
guys
awesome.
ended up here.
Thank you for that, Wadi. I do want to actually go into what Cuffin said there. Cuffin, I know if you're still here, by the way, obviously, he said, "Well, maybe I
Yes.
will record myself being a DJ and using the site to navigate, toss like 1,000 in a wallet, and only use the site to see if I get the same or better results against my regular methods." I would love to see that. And you know what? We will actually promote that on our channels as well and see if we can get some traction there, because this is awesome. We want to see everyone using it. And if you're going to be doing that
Bam.
for us, if we can help drive some traffic your way, we will do whatever we can.
Oh, Bad
Yeah, you
Miller
know,
mentioned something. Sorry.
oh no, I actually was gonna try it out here on live stream, but for some reason, you know, I click this and this pops up. Now I
I
do
mean,
have the extension to the SafePal wallet, so it should have been able to connect
so
without an issue.
have have you got MetaMask installed as well, or is it just
No,
SafePal?
I actually disable all of them
Okay, okay,
because I trust me, I got like here. Let me see.
A million
yeah.
wallets, Waddy? Are you
So
going to tell us the
Yes,
secret now?
so sometimes there's a conflict, and it's nothing to do with our platform. It's to do with Wallet Connect. When you have multiple wallets on a browser, for some reason they all mess with each other on that Wallet Connect.
okay.
If you get to that screen, if you go on SafePal, mate, bravo for using SafePal. By the way, it is the best, in my
Yeah.
opinion, wallet out there. It's such a beautiful thing. And you get your phone in the top right hand corner. There's actually a button on the SafePal app, and then you just scan that QR code, and it'll give you access.
Oh, okay. So, all right, I will
So
definitely
if you,
try that because the thing
yeah, so
is, here, let me go real quick, and you're welcome out, LK. Um, hold on, where is it? Because I actually did a research before you guys came on because I wanted to people to see that this thing really works. Now, the dog community right now, it's big supporters. And the first token I went to try before this was that. And look how beautiful. Darn it, it doesn't. So so you guys can see what you're going to look at. You're going to get, and you see this was dog live
Mhm.
data. At the time it was around the fives, and basically you get the top holder, you get the liquidity, which 91% lock. If it's buyable or sellable, this is the honeypot checker, the data checker. Now, when you click on these buttons, you get to see everything else. Top holder, It'll give you a list of all the wallets. Um, I didn't click on liquidity yet. That's crazy. Data checker has information. So me personally, I love the project. I see um the use case that it has and the problem that it could solve for many people.
Oh yeah.
But that's just me, guys. I don't know about y'all.
I think one thing we sort of pride ourselves on is simplicity and not overloading people with information.
Yes.
It's everything. It doesn't show. So a lot of the scanners have a list, and it's yes, no, yes, no, yes, yeah, no, blah, blah, and it goes down. Why do you need to know if it's a no? It's not something that's a risk. So why is it shown? Get rid of it. So that's something that we've done on Outlook. We've made it as clean as possible with as much the only relevant information that you need at that moment.
Yes.
That's easily accessible.
So Koff right here said, cool. I would look to set a date to do it. I will create a wallet for it. I won't use it before, so
Awesome.
should be good. Live test. And right here he said, I do pretty well cross-checking multiple platform. Some plays are super
Yeah.
decent plays, so this should be interesting. Yo, Cuff, I'm telling you, bro. I tested out. I checked out a couple of tokens along with it, and look, I'm in love with it, bro. Like honestly speaking, it's a great utility in my case, especially if somebody's new in the crypto space. I have a couple of Telegram bots that it's funny because I have to add 5 different bots.
Oh wow. From different
You
scanners, yeah.
get yes, and then I just go on here and boom, everything is there.
That's
I'm sure we can
interesting.
fix. I'm sure we can fix that for you soon.
Yeah, we can fix it with one thing, like a one-time solution. No worries.
That works. So other than that, guys, what is your next step? Well, what are you planning to do overall? Where do you see yourselves in the next 5-10 years with this product?
Oh wow. Well, the first thing I said, and as you can see, I'm still here after 2 years. I said that when we started this project, I was not going to stop until it succeeded. And there's actually a quote I want to say, which is, "It is better to fail in originality than succeed in imitation." That's one is for you, Matthijs, to hold. And this is exactly what we're doing. We're trying to be something original in the space, but also, do something good for the people that are in the DeFi scene, like actually investors, just like you and me, to not fall victims to any of these scams. And that's basically what we're doing. And I hope in 5 to 10 years, we can help the adoption rate of crypto in general and do something about that. And, help people not fall victims, to scams, which is basically what is, what our mission is. And I hope to achieve that one day in, 5 to 10 years, much more numbers. And that's basically where I want to go with this.
I'll say short term. There's an important event happening on the 16th of this month. It's not the 15th, guys. 15th. It's the 16th. Is our liquidity unlock? So we will be relocking liquidity, but only 50% of it. The rest will be used for development of stage 3. So with that, if you go onto our website, there's a white paper there. Stage 3, everything but wallet tracking will be expedited utilizing that funds. So we're in a stronger position during the market. At the moment, our market cap is about 1.3. Is it? Sorry.
Something, yeah, somewhere. Check it on Outlook.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'll let you do until look at that, 1.37. Let's go. 1.37. Our liquidity is at nearly over $500,000. So what we will be doing is removing half of that liquidity and utilizing it for development. With the tokens, we will be burning. Matt got the ratio. I can't remember the ratio off the top of my head. Don't want to misquote.
No worries.
Because liquidity comes in 2 things. You have your pairing, which is ours is ETH, and then you have your native token. So we will end up with ETH, which we will use for development, and then we will end up with token, which we will burn the vast majority of it, and the rest will be kept in a wallet, which is name, which will be easily identified by the community, and that will be kept for liquidity for exchanges. Because when you list on the exchanges, you need liquidity of native token, and with Outlook, with Advantis, the team never held any tokens back or anything like that from launch. It was a completely fair launch. Some would argue, I bet vast majority of people would argue it was the fairest launch ever launched, because it was completely rare.
Okay. Oh, you want to add something, Matt?
Chris, you want to continue before I take this question? I didn't want to interrupt you, mate.
No. So I lost my check. Sorry, I started reading that. I hate when things flash up. I start reading. No. Yeah, crack on. I completely lost my chain of thought. I was on one then.
No worries. So as to your question, let's see. My point is your platform was easily duplicated because it is not original. You just not get it your own point. Find me a platform that is similar, please. Please do with the same results. I haven't found one, and I will bet you that you will not either. So hopefully that answers your question.
Find me Ghost Rug.
I mean, me myself, I've been in the crypto space 5 years. Haven't seen a project like this so far, platform either. If I come across one, then I'll let you guys know myself. Now here's gonna be the hardest question that I think throughout the whole AMA. Are you guys ready?
Go for it.
Okay, so I noticed, obviously I can do it here, but the Advantis token checks out on everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, my question is, what guarantees me that there wasn't some type of manipulation on the programming to make this token stand out better than the rest?
Ooh, good question.
On Outlook? Oh, it's easy. That's a really easy question.
Yeah.
On Outlook, everything is done by machine. It completely takes the emotion out of it. It's humans are biased. Innately, I'm biased. I like Advantis. I basically am part of the team for Advantis. So regardless how even if Advantis had a little bit of code, I would be tempted to do that. So what we did is we got rid of that. So what we do is use machine learning or APIs that are pulled from third parties that are trusted sources. Anybody who understands what the APIs are, which it's a bit of a black art apparently. These are data sets that are verified from them providers. So that data coming from them is verified by them. That comes to us. We put it into a machine learning model. We don't interfere with it. If put it this way, if we interfere with it, it'd mess our own model up. Because what would happen is the model would realize that behavior is being changed for that token. It wouldn't do it to
and it
other
changes
ones.
on everything else correctly.
It'd mess everything up. It's its own safeguard.
Yeah, and that's actually kind of a good segue into the question that it's below there because you use APIs for data. I think you exactly understand what we're doing, but we're doing it differently because data coming in is something, data coming out is something different. So the way that we do it is the data comes in, we process that. Like it's a good analogy that Chris once used. You can literally put 4 different chefs, right, from a restaurant, but I'll bet you that Gordon Ramsay is probably going to cook the best burger, right? This is basically how it is. You give them the same product, and there's other scanners out there using the same kind of APIs, the same product. But what we do with that product, now that's where the different kind of thing is. That's the secret sauce.
Well, it's quite easy as well.
Okay.
I don't like to do this, right? This is something I do not condone, guys, but it's been brought up by chat. So go to new pairs, look at all the scanners that are on Dex tools, and I guarantee Outlook will pick things up much before any of them.
For sure.
Guarantee it. Without a shadow of doubt.
Actually, you can do it live right now if you want, Wadi. If you go to Dex tools and find live new pairs and just put them in Outlook and compare them to other scanners, I'll bet you money on this. You will see different results.
And I guarantee you that not one of them will pick up a Ghost Rug.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you this much because unfortunately I cannot connect unless would it let me use it even if I don't connect it? No, right?
No, you need to
I was wondering if I could scan it with my phone. Chris,
you can share your screen, can't you?
Oh
If
yeah, give me a second.
if any of you guys want to share the screen,
Yeah, Chris, go for
give
it.
me a buddy.
Oh god, how did Matt? I'm terrible.
Yeah, you're not terrible. You can do it.
Give me a second.
I mean,
Sorry,
look, just go to where it says percent.
yeah, I'm just taking all the porn away. Give me a second.
Oh
And the
yeah, yeah.
topics.
No, I was gonna say definitely. We don't want to see any weird things. Okay.
So again, for your question there at the chat, no, it's not attacking. You asked me a question about how we utilize APIs. I'll give you a live demonstration on how different it is.
No, me personally, I don't see it as attacking because, like I said, I use contract readers. I mean, yes, I know how to read them myself and go through the whole coding process, but I gotta admit, sometimes I get lazy. So I got a couple of bots, put them together on Telegram, and literally it's just me and 14 bots. And I scan every contract of a project before anything. Here, let me share this. So I scan any contract of the project, then I make sure this is why I got 14 of them, because I want to make sure that the information is accurate. So I go through 3 of them that tells me if it's safe, if it's honeypot or not, and I go through the other 5 to make sure liquidity, top holder, and everything else is on point.
Okay,
Holy moly, legal alien in the house. What's good, legal? Dímelo.
Let's go.
Sorry.
just to make it fair, Waddy, tell me when to stop.
How?
Tell him when to stop.
Definitely,
Okay,
that's a no-go.
So what you've got there is you've got contract verified, fully pot no, blah 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 blah, tax modifiable yes. Blah, blah. So even on their platform, they've got contradictory information between a couple of scanners there. I'll go here. This loading will get quicker as well. I've not done one like on a funky chain, have I? I thought it was BSC,
all good.
wasn't it? No, BNB. Oh, it's BNB.
Okay, so he's saying, I'm not saying you copy others. I'm stating that yours was copied.
From who?
I'd like to see that too. This gets even more interesting.
We've been around for 2 years. We've been talking about scanners for 2. Like, I'm not being funny, but like the points you're making, it's like whenever we raise a point and we're giving you evidence to counter it, you're just latching on to something else. I mean, I'm all for answering any question from anybody, but at some, like, where does it stop? What is it going to be the next? Is it going to be like, oh, your shoes are the same color as mine? Like,
oh yeah, well, it's okay though. It's okay. We're here to answer questions, and that's basically what it is. So,
yep, no worries. Right, sorry, I'm just going to get a new coin. I'll get a BNB pair. Why are they all BNB?
Hey Matt, in the meantime he does that, you still haven't answered my main question.
Sure, go for
How
it.
did you go from being a content creator to being a developer?
So actually, I kind of rolled into it, really. I always loved education. I always loved like really getting some knowledge about this space. It started for me early 2012, 2013. And ever since, I really got captivated by this space. So that kind of rolled me into becoming a content creator and, creating videos about tokens, about DeFi, about crypto in general. And eventually over time, where I got to meet some other fellow content creators, in this particular moment, I met Just Moonshot. We just came together and we just started, basically trading some ideas and talking about some things. And we both got to that point where we were like, you know what? why don't we start our own token, right? And Just Moonshot said to me, like, hey, you know, if we're going to start a token, we need utility. And I told him, like, look, education and security is utility. So basically what we need to do is find a way to implement that into some sort of utility, and we can run with it. And that's what we did. So I have experience in business. I have experience in trading Forex as well, just like Chris. I have, you know, an IT degree, but I don't have any experience, being a developer for a DeFi project. This is my first experience. It's been a 2-year interesting ride. I'll tell you that much, with ups and downs. But that's basically how it got, how it got to that point. Learning, falling, and standing up every single day.
Interesting, man. One quick question here: is Advantis using on AI? Do you guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no. What's your own AI? Because we use a machine learning algorithm that utilizes machine like some languages, that will be shared. I can't say for sure that it's completely our own, but I can guarantee that we own it and it's on our servers, and everything to do with it belongs to us, and it's our proprietary technology. And if somebody wants to use it, they have to ask us to use it. So, but did we write every single line of code? I'm not sure, if I'm honest. They might have utilized something that they've used from a previous job, or vice versa.
Guys, I am sorry real quick. To the dog community, I forgot the space is at 6. Just give me 10 to 15 minutes and I'll start the space. My apologies.
No worries. We can close it down now, Waddy. We had an hour full of content right here anyway.
Okay.
So I'll just quickly show this though, just to prove the point. So we've got Musk here, which was a completely random token. Everybody's showing that project is all right on Dex tools. All the scanners that are on Dex tools are currently showing it's all right. Outlook says no, data checker, hidden transfer fee. Guess what? It's rugged. It's already rugged.
Does that even show on Dex tools, by the way, that it's rugged already? Or no, is it still green there?
It shows it's rugged. So their algorithms aren't picking it up yet, and it's already rugged.
Wow.
So, and that was a random token on pairs, but we copy people.
All right. I think it's a good time to close down the stream with such a...
I mean, guys, I really appreciate both of you coming on. I mean, I really enjoyed the conversation. The project is awesome, in my opinion. And if you guys ever want to come back for an update, more than welcome. Just hit me up and we'll set it up.
Awesome. And we would like to do the same with you, Wadi. Why don't you come on our channel too sometime? And, we can have some fun there too. Talk about crypto, talk about anything really.
Yeah, sure, man. Just send me when and I'll be there.
Hey, awesome. Are you gonna do that? Do you like that, Advantis? Having Wadi on there talking again. Yeah, we're gonna be playing marbles, Wadi. So keep in mind.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure you get a good computer. You do.
That's decent. Yeah.
So, all right, guys. If you haven't, definitely go check out Advantis Token AI. And go check out these gentlemen on Twitter, X. And please make sure you like and subscribe. Share the stream. Highly appreciate it. Have a blessed one, everyone. Take care.
All right, take care.
Thank you ever so much.